You know, we all tend to think of multitasking as some kind of superpower, right? It's that badge of honor we wear in our hyperproductive world. But what if I told you that entire idea is a myth, a complete fabrication? Well, today we're going to tear that idea apart. So let me ask you, do you ever feel like a productivity machine? You know the feeling. You're juggling 3 different reports, you're kind of half listening to a Zoom meeting, and you're also trying to manage your team on Slack. Sure, you feel busy, incredibly busy, but are you actually being effective or just frantic?
That's really what we're talking about, isn't it? That big lie. The one skill we all proudly fluff up on our resumes and talk about in job interviews. But here's the thing. Science, actual brain science, tells a completely different and frankly much more interesting story.
All right, so first up, let's just call it what it is, the great multitasking lie. It's time to start dismantling this thing piece by piece.
Here is the fundamental, inescapable truth, backed by neuroscience. Our brains, they're basically single-core processors. They are just not physically built to do 2 cognitively demanding things at once. It's not possible. So, when we think we're multitasking, well, we're really just fooling ourselves.
So if we're not actually multitasking, what in the world is our brain doing? Let's take a look at what's really going on behind the scenes during what we'll call your brain's rapid switch.
And this, right here, is the critical difference. What we call multitasking is the myth. The scientific reality is a process called context switching. And believe me, they are not the same thing at all. Not even close.
So here's what's happening. Your brain isn't running 2 programs at the same time. No. Instead, it's frantically stopping one task, forcing itself to forget all the rules for that task, and then loading up a completely new one, and then doing it again, and again, and again. Just think about it like trying to run brand new video editing software on a 10-year-old laptop. Each time you switch from your email to that report to a quick text message, you're creating this huge processing lag. Your brain literally gets overloaded and it slows way down. Okay, so how much does this mental juggling act really cost us? Honestly, the numbers are pretty shocking. Let's talk about what's known as the 40% productivity tax. This is the hidden price you pay for every single time you switch tasks. 40%. Let that sink in. Research shows that constantly jumping between tasks can slow your brain down by up to 40%. That is not a small rounding error. That's a massive, self-imposed penalty on your own productivity.
So here's what that looks like in the real world. A task that should take you 1 solid, focused hour now suddenly takes 1 hour and 40 minutes. You've just lost 40 minutes to those quick checks of your email or your phone. I mean, imagine what you could do if you got that time back, every single day. But the damage isn't just about losing time. It's actually much deeper than that, which is why, we really need to stop calling it multitasking and start calling it what it really is, multi-loss. Exactly. Let's just reframe this whole thing. You are not gaining anything by juggling tasks. You are actively losing. It is multi-loss. You're losing time, you're losing focus, you're losing energy, and you're definitely losing quality.
And if you want to get specific, let's break down these hidden costs. First, studies show your effective IQ can drop by about 10 points. That's basically the same as pulling an all-nighter. Second, your chance of making a mistake skyrockets by 50%. And that quick interruption? On average, it costs you 23 minutes to get back into that deep focus zone. It's a triple threat against doing good work.
And here's a perfect real-world example of this multi-loss in action. This comes from the author of one of the articles we reviewed. He tried to write an academic paper, watch some drone course videos, and compose a song, all at the same time. The result? Well, you can see it right there. 3 failed tasks. Absolutely nothing of value was accomplished.
So let's just be brutally honest here. Trying to be everywhere at once just means you are fully present nowhere. It's not a skill to be proud of. It's a surefire recipe for getting absolutely nothing meaningful done.
Okay, enough of the doom and gloom. What is the antidote to this productivity poison? Well, the good news is it's a lot simpler than you might think. It's time for something I'm calling the single tasking challenge. Here it is, your 25-minute mission, should you choose to accept it. Step 1, pick your single most important task for right now. Step 2, close every other tab. Yes, all of them. Step 3, physically put your phone somewhere else, maybe in another room. And finally, for just 25 minutes, do only that one thing. Just try it and see what happens. So I'll leave you with this final thought.
What if this multitasking myth, this so-called skill we've all been chasing, isn't the key to success at all? What if it's actually a productivity prison, one that's locking away our true potential? The only way to find out is to try and break free, by focusing on one thing at a time.